All right, hello and welcome to the very first episode of A Song for the Shadows. I'm your game master for the evening, Theo Thorson. I'm the co-founder and proprietor of The Gallant Goblin. Together with my partner Grady, we make video reviews on YouTube and we make our own 5e supplements. But before we jump in tonight, I have a few notes I want to share with you and a few introductions to make. This game is one of 5 airing on the Gilding Light Network over the next month or so, and we're all here to celebrate bards. 2 more shows debut this week, so be sure to tune in here on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific for The Mystery of Melody, game mastered by the amazing Margaret Crone. And on Friday at 1 p.m. Pacific time, we have A Song in the Heart by the incomparable Jonathan Cerna. And we're all building up to, and here's the fun part, the Sirens Battle of the Bards book, which is an amazing 5e adventure and source book coming to Kickstarter on April 22nd. That's Thursday, this Thursday. Grady and I, my partner Grady and I, were both writers on the book, and I can tell you that it is an adventure unlike anything you've ever seen before. The setting alone is just going to blow your mind. You can learn more about it by visiting thebardbook.com, or you can check out the link that's going to be in chat now or soon, and you can sign up there to be notified the moment it launches. It's going to be so much fun. And for all the latest, you can be sure to follow Apotheosis Studios on whatever social media platform you like, and you can join their very lively Discord channel. I trust all of that is going to be in the chat there somewhere as well. So all of that out of the way. Oh, I just hit my mic. All of that out of the way. For my Bard campaign here, I really wanted to bring together the bards in my life. So these are the people who work every day to inspire and improve the lives of people in their communities. So let me introduce you to the true stars of the show, my players. Say hello, everyone. You can say it audibly. Hello. Say hello.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hello, everyone.
And I
was muted.
Oh, no. So we're going to have full interviews. We already have interviews for most of you guys over on our YouTube channel at The Gallant Goblin over on YouTube. So you can learn all about all the good work that they do for my regulars. So let me go ahead and introduce them around. First of all, we have Miss RG Yamba. She works to support the homeless and at-risk populations in Houston. How's it going, RG?
I'm doing well, Theo. Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. How did you like the chicken we had for dinner tonight?
It was scrumptiousiana. I enjoyed Canes, and thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here. Mr. Jeremy Stutz is an advocate for expanding and improving public transportation in LA, now living out in Bangkok. Good morning, Jeremy.
Good morning. How are you, Theo?
I'm fine. I really appreciate you getting out of bed early for us today.
I got up extra early. I had some hot tea to wake myself up, but yeah, I'm here.
That's the way to do it. Next, we have Miss Alexandra Nieto, a special education teacher working with kiddos with autism and related disabilities. We worked together for a very long time. How's it going, Alex?
I'm doing good. It's a good day.
It is a good day. Thank you. It's a school night, so I appreciate you staying up late with us.
Always.
And I am just so thrilled that we have 2 amazing guest stars this evening. I'm over the moon. 2 real life, honest to God bards, Miss Bonnie Gordon and Mr. Xander Jeanneret. How are y'all doing tonight?
Yay!
Do you know how hard it is not to do jazz hands every time you say bards? Because I'm like, oh!
The library bards.
Yeah. It's a Pavlovian response at this point.
It is. Even for me, I've watched that little video quite a few times. And Bonnie, I just want to appreciate how much time and effort you put into your makeup tonight.
It's incredible.
Oh, thank you.
Don't touch your face. You're going to smear it.
Oh, it's everywhere. Oh,
I mean,
you think I look bad? You should see my cat.
just see that you did your teeth and your tongue as well.
She's dedicated.
Commitment.
It
Those
really
tablets.
is.
Those
It's just
tablets
amazing. I
work
hope you don't get
wonders.
it all over your shirt there.
Look, you know, I take streaming from home on Zoom very seriously. I didn't do my legs, so it's only from here up that you see it.
That's fine. It's a short 1-hour show tonight, so there's no bathroom breaks. We won't be able to see them. You'll be fine.
Great.
Darn it. I'm just kidding.
And finally, though, I want to thank 4 very important people, too. First, my partner, Grady, who helped put all of this together and who just, in general, does a superhuman amount of work to keep the ship afloat. All the cool videos, everything you've seen is all him, and he's just amazing. I also want to thank our showrunner and my good friend, Michelle, who's also one of the coolest people and one of the most hardest working people I know. And also on the 1s and 2s tonight, we have producer extraordinaire, DC Lasser, who is, thank God he's here, or else I'd be having a complete mental breakdown right now. And finally, I want to thank Satine Phoenix for inviting me into the project and making all of this possible here on Gilding Light. And tonight, if you would like to help support our players in their work, you have 2 ways that you can donate to them here tonight. First, you can use those fancy Twitch bit things, which I kind of only slightly understand. Maybe somebody like Xander knows those a little bit better than I do.
They're bits that you can buy on Twitch and send them over.
That's the way to do it. So you can send those over, and you can also donate directly at here's a link, guys. Streamlabs.com/gildinglight/tip. TIP. And we'll put that link hopefully in chat somewhere too, because I know it's a bit of a mouthful. And this is a way that you can have a direct impact on the story. So for 500 bits or for $5, you can cast a sending spell to one character. And you can send a little message, and I'll read it aloud to whatever character you choose. So you can impact the story that way. Just make it appropriate. PG-13 tonight. For 700 bits or $7, you can tell a character of your choice to pet the nearest fuzzy creature to see what happens.
Give me that one.
I want that one too.
Do I count? Can I wait a minute?
They don't know you're a tabaxi yet, so that might just sound a little dirty, but that's okay. We'll figure it out.
So basically, we're always going to be petting you.
Meow.
And for 1,000 bits or $10, you can tempt the players with an opportunity for a reroll if they perform a bardic deed, like singing or reciting a PG-13 limerick, or reenacting the last lip sync battle from Drag Race. That one's for you, RG.
Ooh, baby, I'm ready.
We are huge Drag Race fans in this house.
Oh, okay. Then that's open to everybody. We can be you can both earn rerolls if you do it together.
It'll be a battle.
Yeah,
Very much.
perfect.
I'm ready.
RG is always pulling me aside, like, who do you think won this?
I like asking somebody who doesn't watch and like genuinely like getting their reaction.
Yeah.
I love it. And also, we're going to work together to reach certain donation milestones, which will make certain things happen in the story. So you can check out all those details in the graphic that you will hopefully see throughout the night here. And all the money is going to go to pay our production costs tonight and to support our awesome players. And if you do donate on that website, the Streamlabs website, just make sure that you indicate that your donation is going to A Song for the Shadows.
I spent so much money on this makeup, y'all. Come on.
Really did. Really did.
I mean,
It was a process. Like the time it took to get all of that done was just
Commitment.
wow.
yep.
Absolutely.
Wow.
So what I thought we'd do tonight, as is tradition for D&D live streams, I thought that we would begin with a rendition of the Dungeons & Dragons theme song. So Alex, you want to take it away?
No. Next.
The panic in Bonnie's eyes.
I was like, I didn't wait, but it's like both a good panic and a bad panic. Like I didn't prepare this, but I'll make it up.
And Bonnie, what's our D&D theme song? Go!
Well, the Library Bards has a D&D song, but
That's
I don't know if
right.
we can do that without getting
We
flagged.
don't want to get DMCA shut down because it's close to TNT. But imagine that in your head, but replace it with D&D.
I play D&D on Monday nights. D&D.
And that's enough we can do.
And
Yep.
that's that's short enough not to get flagged, right?
Perfect. All right. So with that out of the way, since we do only have an hour, and what are we like 15 minutes into it already?
Yeah.
Why don't we jump right in with our first episode of A Song for the Shadows? And I'm going to try to do all this while operating Sirenscape, because that's about two things I can do at once. So let's
Love a
go ahead.
multitasking queen.
Mhm.
There we go. And we're going to start with just a little sound effects here. Oh, Alex, as we get started here, I want you to watch Zoom chat, because in a few minutes, I'm going to send you a private message. And I want you
Ooh.
to read it out loud when I cue you, okay?
Got it.
All right. So I would like everyone, my players, all you there at home, watching at home, get comfortable in your seats and put on your imagination hats. Xander, what does your imagination hat look like?
For now, it's pink and frilly because it's springtime. It looks like a bucket hat from Blossom, but with like cherry blossoms,
Oh, I would wear that in real life.
right?
So, as we get started, the camera opens up on the churning waves lapping up against the support beams of a pier. And we pan back to see a well-trod cobblestone street and Tudor buildings overlooking the harbor. If you're from this area, you immediately recognize this as the dock ward of the city of Waterdeep along the Sword Coast. Moonlight and gas lanterns light the scene as fishermen and other workers pass by on their way home from a long day's work. And our camera begins to zoom in on one particular building with a sign out front that features a picture of a flaming fish with the word "The Friendly Flounder" surrounding it.
Ooh, you did that to yourself.
On the wall outside, this is very true. On the wall outside the door, that is a real, by the way, a real bar in Waterdeep, according to the wiki, but still I did that to myself. On the wall outside the door, we see a tacked up poster that looks like one of those old vaudeville advertisements. And on the poster, we see 4 very colorful and very happy performers. The poster says, "Tonight only, the Sensational Summoning Spectacular." And then we're going to make a whole bunch of jokes here about what kind of special features that this bar might have, promotions going on tonight. So we were brainstorming these all day, so y'all can chime in with some of your own. We were thinking barrel night, fish eat free, bring your own brine.
Fish eat free?
Lokatha eat free, come at your own risk.
Sure.
Singles night, there's plenty of fish in the sea.
Oh,
That was a good one.
If y'all have
that
some,
is
feel free to chime
definitely
in.
my favorite right there.
Yeah, I love that one.
2 for 1 well drinks, but the well is the ocean.
Okay. And as we cut inside here, I'm going to change the music over to our indoor scene as it loads very slowly over here. There we go. There we go. So we cut inside, we move through the swinging front doors, and we see a very lively scene. All the tables and chairs of the tavern have been moved to surround a central square-shaped stage. And at each corner of the stage stands a different performer, all doing their individual acts. So, Alex, you want to go first and tell us a little bit about what your character looks like and what their performance looks like?
Oh, you see Wave on the shore, she is a tabaxi, and you just see her showing off all her magic lights and this great ship that came from across the sea and fought a kraken and a giant shark and all the different kinds of sea monsters on their way to Waterdeep.
That's awesome. And then we go to the next corner. And Jeremy, why don't you tell us what we see on that corner?
Sure. Oren is standing on the corner of the stage while Wave is performing. And he's got a top hat on and is wearing a big cape and is basically playing ringmaster, but is relaxing and enjoying the show and making sure everything's running according to plan. And it's enjoying it. Yeah.
Perfect. And then we go over to Argy's character.
If I could ask quick, what species is Oren?
Oh, Oren is a forest gnome.
Aha.
He's little. He's a little one.
And you're seeing the art for the characters on screen there. So y'all can check those out if you're looking at Twitch. And Argy, what do we see when we look at your character?
So Zilthara is, enjoying her time, being very ditzy, but, trying to stay in touch. Oh, she's a half elf, of course, bard. And she's, of course, trying to make sure everybody has a fun time. She is kind of sparkly, like Edward Cullen sparkly, but make it half elf and from the Underdark, but a little spicy. So she is kind of having a good time. Her hair is all luscious and gray, and her cape is kind of getting in the way as she walks around, but she makes it work.
Perfect. And finally, on the last corner, we see maybe the most improbable thing. We see a large regal lion roaring at the cheering crowd. And those who might be looking very closely may notice the occasional flower petals falling off the lion's fur. This is Fru. Fru is a druid, and you'll be seeing more of Fru soon. And so the music stops, the performers bow, the audience cheers, and the show finally comes to a raucous end. And the performers begin stepping off stage as something rather unusual happens. From the rafters, we see a small creature starting to descend. It kind of looks like a possum, but it's wearing a wreath of glowing flowers around its head. And you see kind of golden pollen just drifting off of it like sparks on a fire. and it has this absurdly long furry tail as it slowly lowers down. And this little possum jumps to the ground and stands up on her hind legs in front of Wave, and her big eyes look up into Wave's face. And the little creature reaches into its pouch and it pulls out a little cue card, a little card with something written on it, and just hands it up to Wave. And Wave takes it and reads it silently for a few moments. And then after reading it, Wave turns to look directly at the camera. And I'm sending you that message now of what Wave says, Alex.
Here we go again.
Oh man, that was put together by Grady in like a day. Oh god,
He's
so
just
good.
magic.
So cool.
He's just magic. That's it.
He is getting inspiration on his next persuasion check to choose what place we go to dinner tomorrow. I'm giving him that.
There you go.
Okay, so now the camera pans up on our heroes in a traveling montage. So you're riding your horses down a dusty dirt road. Well, okay, Orin the gnome doesn't have a horse. He rides. Jeremy, you ready for this? You've got a giant corgi that you ride around.
Oh, so cute.
I didn't clear that with you first,
So
but you have a giant
excited.
corgi that's your mount.
Oh, that is
I
wonderful.
accept. I accept.
Be okay for you. Where's our wagon journey music over here? Here we go. And you're going to notice that there's only 3 travelers. Fru the druid always travels ahead to prepare the venue for the act. And for the rest of you, we cut to scenes of y'all singing songs by the campfire. You're hunting game out in the forest. You see Wave the Tabaxi maybe trying to pick little burrs off her fur after she kind of snuck out of camp at night to do her business. And as you get closer to town, the roads are just eerily deserted with everyone in their farmhouses getting ready for tonight's planting festival feast that precedes the week of seed planting. So you see the freshly plowed fields all looking desolate, but it's the first sign that spring is coming. And as the sun sets, the quiet only gets more disquieting. As you pass by the fields, you notice that there's a few scarecrows out there, which is not unusual. But when you look kind of closely at them, you notice that none of the scarecrows have heads. And that's a little weird. So this is Carter's Crossing, the town of Carter's Crossing. And it's less of a small town, more of a way station at a crossroads. It's kind of a scattering of basic shops, but they're all closed due to the festival. And the only light comes from the Blooming Cow Tavern. And that's where you are working tonight. That's where you're performing tonight, group. The sensational summoning spectacular. Now, you're used to the party not starting before you arrive, but it is really quiet in this town. It's deathly quiet. You kind of look at each other quizzically as you approach the Blooming Cow. The lights are on inside, though the front porch of the tavern is just so cluttered with all sorts of stuff that it's a bit tricky to make your way to the front door, but you've arrived, my friends. What would you like to do?
Dear Lord, there's so much stuff out here. I guess we need to go find the proprietors of this here tavern.
I don't know. It's really quiet. Something doesn't feel right.
There's a weird smell too. Do y'all smell that?
What is that?
Smells. It just smells.
It might have been the corgi.
Oh, not again. You're gonna have to clean up after that every time. You know that, and I'm not touching
Yeah, I know.
it. Mm-mm. Not even with Mage Hand. No. No, thank you. Let's go inside. Try to figure out how to get through this mess.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
I see Fru over there. We need to catch up with him. With
No,
her,
you
I'm
don't
sorry.
see Fru, actually. You don't see Fru, but you do step through the front door and you're met by a roaring fire in the fireplace and festive banners all put around. The stage is prepared. You see your posters plastered all over the walls. You see the beer taps freely flowing, but there's not a single soul inside. Those tap kegs that we were talking about, they're just spilling on the ground.
They don't like us. They really don't like us, guys.
But you also see half-eaten meals sitting on the table and kind of incomplete sets of silverware on the plates, and the logs in the fireplace are starting to fall apart. The fire's been burning for a long time, but there's no one in here. What do you
I
want
don't
to
know.
do?
It looks like everyone just left.
Disappeared.
Looks like one of your shows, Aaron.
So we talked about this. You got to be nice.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
Swear to God, I'm not. Nope, just no. All right, let's go.
You were expecting Fru to be here, but there's no Fru inside either.
Can we go
Curiouser
towards
and
the stage?
curiouser.
Sure. Yeah, you walk and there's tables and everything, but again, sort of like your other venue that we talked about before in Waterdeep, it's a square stage all set up for you, but there's nobody on it.
Maybe is there a back room? Or
You do see a
something?
few doors, one leading into a kitchen probably in the back. And
Ooh, maybe there's food. Let's go.
as you kind of make your way
Obviously.
to the back, suddenly the front doors of the tavern burst open.
Whoa!
Andrew, what do they see?
So, bursting through this door, you see a nervous man. He's in this like sort of shiny tunic that you don't really sure what it's made of, and he's got this like crazy pink hair that's up into a top knot, and he's just muttering to himself. 5, 6, 7, 8. My name is Darius, and I'm here to say I'm into rapping in a. Oh, hello. And Darius
Hi.
just catches sight of all of you, a half elf in appearance, but frazzled.
Hi.
Hello, yes, you. Are you here to perform?
Yeah, we were expecting people, but they
Yes,
weren't
it-
here.
It is strange. Most people should be here. Does Darius notice the same things?
Yes, there's nobody here and it should be packed full.
Especially now with the planting, the festival that's happening, we have to close everything down. The Blooming Cow should be a hustle and bustle.
It seems like the whole town's supposed to be here. There's stuff all over the place.
Oh, this is terrible. I was supposed to be your opening act, and now no one's here.
We need an opening act.
We need to find these people.
Oh dear.
What do we do?
Darius, can I ask you something?
I am at your service.
On the way into town, we saw scarecrows that all seemed beheaded. Is this normal for this area?
Beheaded?
None of them had heads.
Well, see, a scarecrow is used to scare birds away from crops.
Yes.
They're not people. They're made to look like people.
But
But
why would
people
there-
have heads.
That is strange.
Hey, Darius, why don't you give me either an Arcana or a Religion check real fast?
Ooh, okay. Let's do Arcana. At 13?
13. Okay, that's enough. Since you're
Okay.
from the area, you might know this is kind of a local superstition around here that maybe you don't subscribe to, but some of the older farmers might, that they think that sometimes evil spirits will come and take over the bodies of these scarecrows and come to life. And so they think if they take their heads off, then those spirits can't take over those bodies.
Yes, human forms, you see, have heads. If the heads are removed, then the spirits cannot enter the bodies. Ta-da!
That's
Hmm.
officially quite creepy.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
In a good way? Applause? Creepy? Or I should
Applause.
workshop it? Oh,
No,
thank
no,
you.
no. I'm
That's-
liking it. I'm liking it. The
That's good.
woo at the end. Yes, the hands.
Yes,
Hands.
you did
Oh.
that.
Next time, maybe a little like
Well, you are the
or
professionals.
whispers, There we go. I'll help you
So
out.
we still need to figure out why aren't there anybody, guys?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Where did all these
Yeah.
people
Where's
go?
Fruit? I'm gonna go
Yes, we
looking
need an
specifically
audience.
for
Why
Fruit.
don't you give me a quick perception check?
Who?
That is a 23.
Ooh,
23. That's pretty good for third level.
Hey, I rolled high.
Well, that's enough. Anybody else?
Uh,
Oh, this is for everybody. This is open to the
That's good.
crowd.
Whoever
22.
would like to roll. Ooh, look
Wow.
at that.
what can I
also
say?
22.
Oh my
I got a
gosh.
20.
A natural
Theo.
20 or a dirty 20?
Dirty 20.
Ah.
There it is.
Everyone rolled above 20. Either I
Wow.
have the most lucky players in the world or a whole bunch of cheaters.
We see it.
Maybe a little bit of both.
This will be all my luck for the week. Just watch.
Mm.
Well, all of you hear a noise coming from below the floorboards. And with those all rolls 20 or higher, you probably can make out some words. Bonnie, what do you think that they hear?
Leave the bank, they said. Go investigate, they said. Greg, what good does this do me?
Ugh! Ugh! As I'm banging on the floor. I'm assuming.
Oh my god. I fell down. Or I think I fell down.
This is it. One of the scarecrows. We left a head on. It's possessed. It's under. Ah!
It sounds like a lady.
Ladies can be ghosts.
It's
Yeah. But it
What
sounds
if
like a
it's
living
behind
one.
here?
She's talking about a
probably a friend.
Oh.
Yeah,
Valid
still friends
point.
down there.
Well, let's find out. Let's go see if we can find a hatch or trapdoor or something.
Where would you like to look?
I think I'm gonna go look into one of the back rooms first.
Mm.
Okay. So you step the back from here would be to the kitchen. And so you step through the door into the kitchen and load up my notes. And this kitchen is nice. It's small, but it's quite disorganized. And you can see some slow cookers around. You see some cured meats and pans. Still nobody in here. There's some cheeses set aside. There's also a couple of salads for the daring, but this is probably not the most hygienic kitchen you've ever been in your life. It's at the back of the tavern, and there's a door that leads outside. And there's also, you do see a trap door in the floor in one of the corners. And you see another door that's leading off to another side room.
Well, we heard people under the floor, and there's a trap door.
Let's go in.
Wait. I'm hungry. Can I have a little snack?
I mean,
Uh,
This
I
is
guess.
technically the green room.
Okay.
it might make
I
you
wouldn't
green.
touch those salads though. They look terrible.
Like, you might end up being green in here. I don't know.
I'll just
Maybe.
have a cheese. I'm gonna go.
There you go. Cheese is supposed to be moldy, anyways.
Mmm, delicious. Let's go.
So where do you go?
Oh.
Trap
Got
In
it.
the trap door.
Okay. So
Yes,
you
that.
open the trap door. It's not locked, but there's some stairs leading down.
Watch out, guys.
Are we sure it's not a ghost possessing a scarecrow?
You know what? I will go and find out. You can be at the back. How about that?
That's
Darius,
probably
right?
for the best. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go, Wave. You got it.
All right. Let's go.
So Wave, you make your way slowly down the staircase. You do notice that one of the stairs looks a little broken, but easily sidestepped with your feline reflexes. And you do get to the bottom, and there is a closed, locked door, wooden door at the bottom.
Can I cast a spell?
You sure can, buddy.
By all means.
Can
Fireball?
I cast...
Yeah.
No. I just want to knock on
Wait
the
a
door.
minute.
Duck!
It was lovely playing with y'all.
Well, first we should probably look around to see if there's a key, right?
More than likely. Let's see if
Yeah.
there's one on a hook next door to the door.
Before we start casting spells at doors that might have keys.
Or, pull the door, see what happens.
Can I get a
Or-
perception check?
Oh, never.
You sure can.
All right.
Oh, one of the goals, I'll mention this to Xander and Bonnie. One of my home rules is that you can You can get a inspiration, a reroll, if you see somebody taking a drink and you can make them do a spit take.
Oh, that's
So-
a good house rule.
Just a heads up.
Oh,
Copy
Xander,
that.
we can't do that at our apartment.
No.
I spit a lot.
Your landlord's not
I
gonna be
rolled
happy.
a, I
with that.
rolled a
Yeah.
6.
Oh
Theo.
dear.
You rolled a 6. It is
rolled a
dark
6.
down here. It is dark down here. You don't see any obvious like big giant key hanging on a peg on the wall or anything. It looks like just a kind of dirt floor and a locked door.
Well, I'll go ahead and cast knock and just open that door if it works.
Oh, absolutely. That is a perfect spell for this moment. You cast a
Perfect.
spell and
Yay.
it looks like the door is yours to open if you like.
Woohoo! Who wants to open the door?
Nose goes.
Aaron, you're it.
Oh, okay. I opened the door.
All right. Orin, you kind of reach up. Is it a little tall for you? Pull open the door. Bonnie, what do they see?
As soon as the door opens, you see a half-orc woman bracing herself about to bear her entire body on the door, and as you open it, she just runs right through into the wall on the
Oh,
opposite side of
no.
the wine cellar.
Oh
I've,
my god.
I've been trying to get out of that room for at
Obviously.
least 45 minutes.
Dear.
Well, hi. My name is Orin. Who put you in there?
Well, I put myself in there, but I did not lock myself in there. I was investigating something irrelevant to all of you. All I'm saying is I was doing a little investigating down in the wine cellar, and as soon as I heard the door shut, I realized I had been locked inside.
You were investigating the wine cellar?
Yes.
How many bottles, Mod?
Oh, how many? Oh, no, nothing like that.
Oh, okay.
Completely irrelevant. I do know how many there are, though. I'm very good with numbers.
Oh, well, that's handy.
Yes.
Definitely.
You seem familiar. I'm from this area, but have I seen you around?
I've seen you perform before. You have a
Oh.
gift with the rhyming.
Always good to meet a fan.
I didn't say I was a fan.
Oh,
Give
I'm
us a
just
number.
loving
I
the
wanna
people in
hear-
this town.
oh well. I do not perform for free, of course. I am your opening act, and we need an audience.
Well, we
Yes,
have one person here who is a not fan.
But I am a big fan of the arts. I always support my local theaters.
As
I-
we
I-
all should.
I'm a bit of a well, I wouldn't call myself a performer, but I definitely dabble in the melodies. You know, this is not important. What's important is
What's important is
Listen.
that you love what you do, hon.
Yes.
yes, and I love numbers, but that's besides the point. Something very fishy went on in here. Wait, we're not at the fish place anymore. That would have been funny though. Look, I was in there investigating, and then all of a sudden I could hear nobody moving. See what I did there? I changed it to the other bar.
There you go.
Because we're in
Moo
the
cow.
Blooming
Mhm.
Cow.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh.
you're welcome.
Thank you.
Notes.
But it's true. I could hear laughter and conversation and lots of noise, and that's why no one could hear me down here in the wine cellar. You know, because I was hollering for help, but I guess it was pretty rowdy. And
Yes,
then
your voice is quite powerful.
oh yes, thank you. Oh, am I too loud? Seriously?
Just
Remind
a
us,
smidge.
You're perfect.
What was your name again?
Oh, I am so sorry. Where are my manners? And you see, she all disheveled puts out her hand. I am Maud Pennington. You can call me Maud,
Wave. Nice
but
to
don't
meet
call me late for dinner.
Zelthara.
Orin.
You're just a bucket of
is there-
sunshine.
Who would
But
have
listen-
locked you in there?
I don't know who let me in there. That's besides the point. The point is, I was in there. I heard lots of noise and ruckus, like you normally do in the Blooming Cow or
Mhm.
Bumpkin Cow or whatever.
You
the
had it right.
Yes.
Blooming Cow.
Blooming
I wrote
Cow.
it down.
Mom, no one's here anymore.
And then all of a sudden, everything got silent.
About how long ago was
Oh,
that?
You just sort
Ugh.
of stole the
Well, I'd
question out of my mind.
say about 28 minutes and 15 seconds, give or take, depending on when you walked in. I'm also very good with time.
Mm.
Maybe
Obviously.
no. Carry the one. 31 minutes and 15 seconds.
Speaking of the Blooming Cow, you know who we should talk to? The owner, Frazier Ashbourne. He has an answer for everything.
Where is he?
That's the question, isn't it?
Oh.
That's what I would also like to know for no particular
Well-
reason.
Well, where is he usually?
Y'all are from here.
Let us check, perhaps, his place of residence, which I know for no reason.
You guys are totally not shady at all. You know
I
that,
also
right?
know where he
Yeah.
lives from his
Huh.
bank statements.
That makes a
The
little more sense.
bank! That's where I know you from.
Yes, I believe you came to make a deposit not too long ago and wrapped your total incorrectly. But it was entertaining.
Well, 9 is easier to rhyme with than 4 sometimes.
Yes.
Wow, you guys are so
Door,
helpful.
Door. Store.
Would you show us over to Frazier's residence?
Sure.
So you head upstairs to the kitchen, and off the kitchen is Frazier's residence. Just a bedroom. He lives here in the tavern.
Yes,
knew
that's how I
that.
knew from his bank statements that it was also linked to the Blooming Cow.
Wait,
I
but how
knew
does he
this.
sleep here? It gets so noisy.
That's
Probably-
it. Maybe this is a revenge plot. He's taking it out on the customers for being too noisy.
Oh, your mind is so powerful. Okay, let's continue.
So you open the door to his bedroom, and it's pretty messy. There's a 4-post bed, and each post has a carving of a different wild animal. You see a stag and a lion and a bear and an eagle. The bed's not made, and there's kind of clothes piled on the floor, along with several papers and other bits of clutter. You see a desk in the corner, has 5 drawers in it, and there's some papers on top, a quill, there's an hourglass on it, and there's also a nice carving of a rabbit that's sitting on a large leather journal.
I'm gonna go and grab the quill and be like, he took this from the bank! They always steal our quills! Huh, it's like no one has their own quill anymore.
How rude of him. Does it still work? Can you try it out? Try it on the leather notebook.
Why would I waste a perfectly good quill?
Because
What would I write? I have nothing of
Can we
It's not
see?
true.
6
You have a
times 2.
song within your heart. Let it out 6 times 2.
Can we see if he wrote anything in the notebook?
Oh,
Oh yeah, also that.
Yeah.
Bonnie. So you open up the ledger or the journal, and it looks like it's full of old, yellow, crinkled, faded pages. And it's a family diary as you flip through it. Looks like it's been passed down through the ages, and kind of different pages you might see some secret recipes, some home brews, some carpentry tips. And there's also information that's a little different, a little strange. It looks like there was a special family heirloom that was a wand. And it looks like the wand was able to somehow alter people's memories and behavior. And there's some conversation about that and some sketchings of it. That's what you see on the journal.
Do I remember seeing this wand ever? In person?
No, I don't think you do.
Oh, well, considering what it does, I don't think I remember it either. But
Mhm.
this
well,
this is
darn.
very strange to find here.
Do I understand what it means? The writing.
Yeah, it's written in common, so you could understand everything. I mean, you might not understand the intricacies of the magic involved in the wand, but you do have that arcane spark being a bard, so you may know some of it.
Yes. Sure.
What does the wand kind of look like? Is it just like a?
It has, I have it written down here. I'll have to find it, but if I remember correctly, it has it's like a ivory thing. It has a carving of a person's head on top with little plumes of smoke coming off the top.
Ooh. Smoking.
Definitely not a scarecrow.
Definitely.
Because it has a head.
Aries, it's got a head. Is it gonna get possessed?
Well, it does seem to do some terrifying things, and there are other legends around town. For instance, recently, people have reported money being stolen from them. I didn't think this was connected, but with what this wand could do, perhaps Fraser could be evil?
Gasp.
Well, I don't know about the evil
No.
part, but I will verify that everyone's bank account statements have been incredibly incorrect lately.
Is it with you in numbers? I mean, like 1 + 1 = 2. What else?
What do you mean? What else? Well, let me show you. And then I pull out a scroll. Just
All right, no, let's go.
It's
Let's
pi.
go.
Just digits.
All the
I'm an
digits.
accountant. What would you like me to do?
I'm an accountant.
I have my own superpowers. Thank you very much. And it's called taxes.
Hmm.
Understanding
I'm an
the tax
adult.
code.
Maybe we'd like to look around the room and see what else there is to investigate.
Sure, yeah, you can give me an investigation roll if you want to look around the room.
Okay.
Investigation or perception if you want to use your mind or your wits.
I'll do a perception check.
All righty.
And I rolled a 22.
Oh, a bunch of
Woohoo!
cheaters.
Ooh.
Dirty cheaters, a lot of us.
Well, Oren, you look around the room. The only thing you find of interest is kind of looking through these desk drawers. You find looks like a little book that might be a ledger. And when you pull it out, exactly. I think Bonnie might just snatch it, or Maud might just snatch it right out of your
I think
hand.
so.
Finally, I've been looking for this all evening. And as I flip through it to try and find anything of value within the numbers, to try and make sense of why I'm here.
Exactly. So flipping through it, you notice that the entries start as being pretty neat and organized, and they're written in
That's very nice. very
different
nice.
handwritings.
Mm.
One of them is a little sloppy, and the other one is very neat and precise. It's your handwriting. And because you've been here before, you've helped him with some of his finances.
Yes,
This is
yes.
a ledger you've seen once or twice.
Yes, that's why he stole this quill from the bank.
But eventually, if you keep looking through it to more modern times, you notice that the entries become just the latter handwriting, just the loose, sorry, I'm making sure I have my notes right here. Yeah. The loose and not so tidy handwriting. And about a month ago, you flip it through there, you notice there was a huge amount of losses shown on the ledger. And the handwriting just becomes really messy and hurried at this point. And in the last couple of weeks, though, the numbers just become incomprehensible. There's clear gaps in the accounting. There's very large sums of money coming in and out. Makes no sense.
Oh, no. This is done so unorganized. Ugh. It's like reading a horror novel.
What are you seeing?
I see a 7. It's
That's
most
very literal.
definitely a 7.
Notoriously
that a-
hard to rhyme with.
Yes, don't worry, there's also a 4 and a 9. But that's the problem. None of these numbers make sense. Or do they make sense, Theo?
I mean, it's hard to say. Like, you can't imagine where he gets so much money coming in and out of this place. Like, based on his history, it doesn't make any sense.
This doesn't make sense.
The stew is not that good. And the entertainment is mediocre. And I turn to Darius. No
Hey.
offense.
Full offense taken.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This could be fraud.
But who would do this? Is
That
there
rhymes
somebody?
with Maud.
Maud.
Sorry. You let out my inner song, Darius.
I say,
This confirms
Maud,
it.
we shall laud
Oh.
you everywhere of how
Well
well you're
done.
doing with these numbers. I'm trying, Darius. You got me some inspiration going. I'm normally just telling stories, but you know.
I've never been a muse before.
I'm sure you've been
Maud?
amusing.
I'm just gonna
I
turn to
try.
Darius and like, I'm not singing yet. Don't get your hopes up.
With those pipes, though,
Oh,
Hmm.
we have to find Fraser. He's behind
That's-
all of this. I'm sure of it.
Maybe
Could
not.
that be
maybe.
dangerous?
Probably. But we could do it for the sake of the audience. I need applause.
We need to figure it out, guys. Oh, yes.
Thank you. I didn't mean right now, but I'll take what I can get.
We always do.
Darius is going to take a look around. Are there any sort of footprints at all that might be connected, or any sort of path? that
Would you
seems
give me
apparent?
a survival check?
That
I
is a
wanted to look-
natural one.
Oh,
I am an
Wow.
indoor kid.
yeah, yeah, I think so. It's just a messy bedroom. It's a little stinky.
It's messy.
Can
Oh,
Zilthara? Oh, Zilthara is getting kind of bored. Can she kind of figure it out and walk around?
Figure it out.
I want to walk around.
Give me a figuring it out check.
Okay.
Give me a,
Oh,
give me a
hold on.
perception check there,
Okay, hold on.
Zelthira.
Wait. I got it. Okay. An 18.
An 18. Okay, that's pretty good. Looking around the room, you don't see anything amongst the clothes scattered on the ground or the blankets, but you do again feel something underneath your feet.
Oh,
That little same thing you felt earlier.
Well, that was Maud.
Maud, what are you doing there?
Sorry, I'm searching for my inner song.
Inner song means inside of you, not inside someone else's stuff.
On the floor.
Can I like stomp on it?
Yeah. So you boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
Boom, boom, boom. You hear it back at you.
Oh,
Almost echo
guys,
back.
who knows Morse code?
Nobody.
It's kind of like a number pattern. I can attempt to code it or decode.
Can I stomp harder?
Yeah.
And
Go
try to
ahead.
break
it?
Give me an athletics check.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Oops, wait, hold on.
This is how we get stopped.
Okay.
You're gonna break it.
Okay, I got it. Hold on. 14.
14. So you've got the heels on, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Stilettos.
And
Very
so you
much so.
stomp.
She's Stanosha. Okay.
One of the heels, though, gets a little lodged into the floorboards here, but you stomp pretty hard, and you hear almost whispers coming back from under the floorboards. It's coming from the same area where you found Maud.
Maud, was there anybody else down there?
No, just an old ancient grave site. It was very creepy.
Old ancient what?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't know much about the dead. Once someone passes away, I just take care of the will.
Oh, that's the smell I smelled earlier, guys. It's the cemetery. It's probably the I forgot the term. That
A crypt?
chemicals.
All right. All right, I'm gonna grab the bunny statue.
Okay.
I'm like, let's go down to the crypt and just check out the bunny
Just
statue.
gonna bring the bunny statue with us.
Yeah.
Are you
All
using
right.
it as a weapon, or are you just
No,
going to think
just
it's
holding it
captivating?
and kind of petting it.
giving
Kinda
you
like an anxious thing.
Yeah, an
Wave is
anxious-
just like, come on, guys, let's go. It'll be all right. Let's go.
This is
Lead
why
the
scarecrows
way.
don't have
So
heads.
what is the marching order here? That's always a question you want to hear from your GM. by
Yeah,
the way.
right.
Absolutely. Wave is
Wave
gonna go
being-
first with her bunny.
I believe
I-
Maud is going last because I think she has found her inner song, but will
Oh.
not be comfortable enough to sing it out loud in front of
And
all these
since-
people.
And since I was the one who made the hole, I should probably go first.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll
you just
supervise in the middle.
go down the stairs
Okay.
again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's
I'll-
okay? Maud.
I'll be
it's
right after
Orin.
Sulfira.
Okay.
Or I don't know. Is Darius up to this?
Oh,
Darius,
This-
let's go, hon.
oh,
Hold my
this
hand.
is very scary. This is okay.
Come on. Come on, the bunny.
So walk down the stairs.
I'm
and
last.
You're last. The door to the crypt is closed again.
Y'all.
As we're
ghosts.
going down the stairs, you can hear Maud under her breath going, I have found my inner song. Those numbers are all wrong. Frasier we must find for my peace of mind. I must know why he feels to continue to steal our quills. It's very dramatic. But she's doing it very lightly under her breath.
I love it.
Love
I
it.
But I don't know,
Very
all of a
nice.
sudden she can also rhyme. Like her friend the rapper.
So I will say, just to make sure, you said that we entered and it closed behind us, or it is closed and we cannot enter.
Oh, it's close so you cannot enter. So you had left the crypt door open. The trap door
Yeah,
hasn't moved, but the crypt door is closed.
Pretty sure I opened that.
And
You
so,
try again.
do you want to open it again?
It's your turn.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Everybody stand back.
Okay. So you reach out and you open the door.
Mhm.
And on the other side, the room isn't empty anymore.
Oh.
You see a translucent, old looking man, kind of bluish, little spectral energy coming off of him. You see little rats crawling on him up under his sleeves. And he looks out at Maud and says, Why did you leave so soon? And we'll see you next week, everybody. Thank you all for joining us here today. Oh
Thank
my
you.
gosh.
Oh my god, this was so much fun. Bonnie,
Oh
that
my
song.
gosh. Thank you, guesters.
Wow.
That song.
Grammy Awards.
Very, very impressive.
Thank
Very
you, Bonnie.
impressive.
Thank you for getting
Best
that in,
new
finding a
artist.
way.
Yeah.
I wrote 2 more verses, so
Oh, jeez.
till next week.
Oh, yeah, we got you back, hopefully.
Yeah.
Xander, though, thank you so much for coming. This was the only week we have you, but we really, I'm going to treasure
Yes.
it. Thank you so much for coming.
What a fun
It
group.
was
You
so
guys are
great.
amazing. You took to it like naturals. I can't wait to see what happens next.
Thank you. Oh, we love you. Thank you so much. And thank you to DC, to Michelle, to Grady, to Satine. And don't forget that the Bar Book, you can check it out at thebarbook.com and you can be notified when the Kickstarter goes live on Thursday, so soon now. And tune in on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific for the Mystery of Melody here on the Gilding Light Network. My regular players and I are going to do our best to do a little after party over on our Twitch channel at the twitch.tv/The Gallant Goblin. This is the first time that I'm going to be producing or going live on Twitch, so expect everything to break, but we're going to do our very best. So it'll at least be a delightful train wreck with some lovely people. And
Best
otherwise,
kind.
I hope to see you all here next week, same bat time, same bat channel for the next episode of A Song for the Shadows. And I thought we could leave today by showing that amazing intro video that Grady made again. So we'll roll that. But man, thank y'all, everybody. We'll see y'all next week.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Surprise!
She's not green.
Whoa!